Today we are back on the United save. Really good start to the season. Drew 2, 1, drew 2, 1-3. Good start. Let's run through the transfers because, like we said, the whole aim of our series so far, sort of not really sure where it's going to go. But the main thing, first things first, is getting rid of this debt. So we're not going to spend anything more than we sell. So let's have a little look. We have all we've done this window. We brought in Niklas Schlosserbeck from Dortmund. He had a release clause of 35 mil, so we snatched him up because obviously we're playing a free back. Want to stick to a similar system as Amra was using. And Guendouzi for 61. So there are only two signings of the window. And like I said, also no one on above 200k. So anyone above 200k, I have been trying to sell. So if we go through the little list quickly. Rashford, Casemiro, Shaw, Mount is a bit too close for comfort. I'm not sure about being on 200, but I think 200 is going to be the max we go for. So we can keep Mason Mount for now. Although I would like to get rid of him. As good as he is, we can get someone in on less money probably who's just as good. Casemiro's gone out on loan, so we're going to exclude that for a minute. And Luke Shaw's also gone out on loan, so we're going to exclude that for a minute. And Rashford I could not get rid of. Nobody wanted him, so we're going to play him, and hopefully he goes the end of the year. I really don't want to be paying his wages for that long. We need to get him off this wage bill as soon as possible. We'll have it look, see how. So yeah, obviously some little looks. Guendouzi, looks of Schlotterbeck, sorry. Guendouzi also come in. Really good centre mid for the tactic we're playing. And if you have forgotten, this is what we're using. So we couldn't afford a second right back, well, a backup right back. So we've got two. We've got Dalot and Mazraoui, obviously. But this Ibrahimovic, I'm not too sure on how you pronounce his name. We're going to train him as a right wing back. Because they play a right wing back attack, we're not too worried about the defensive stats right now. We'll get him training his crossing. His passing is already really good. His physicals are relatively okay. His physicals are also relatively okay. So hopefully he can train them and work into it nicely. Don't quite know what you're doing there. Garnacho is good. So we're going to be starting with Garnacho and Mason Mount. I have just watched the United Fulham game, FA Cup game, which went to penalties. Obviously they lost, with my mate who's a United fan. This Obi Martin, out of their three striker options, out of Xerxes, him, and Højlund, he honestly looked like the best out of the three, just through the positions he was picking up. So we are actually going to start him this season and see how well he can do comparatively to Højlund, because Højlund last year had a really good year. He's a really good FM player. So on FM, for us last season, he played 37, scored 26, assisted 1. Played really, really well. So I want to see how Obi Martin does comparatively and how he develops. Because he played insane. Like, he was United's best player, probably, in my opinion. I think Bruno Fernandes getting player of the match is absolute robbery. I mean, if we go into my opinions on Man United, we'll be here all day. We did offer Maino a new contract. Again, he's only on 73k a week. We'll take that every day of the week, keeping him, locking him down on a 5-year contract. Other than that, the team's pretty much stayed the same. Obviously, we're going to keep Dortmund at left wing back. We couldn't afford to sign a backup, and that's where we are lacking a little bit. We have Diego Dalot, and we have this Mantetto. I'm not too sure who he is. His contract expires in January, but he's just here as a last resort. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. We are also going to possibly look at a couple of these coming through. We have got a backup wing back there. I didn't actually realise we had him, but he might come through. He might play cup games. It'd be probably a good idea that he does. He also looks really good, so again, might come through, might play cup games. But we're gonna monitor these and manage them as we go. But that is it for now, and we'll catch up with you in January in just a second. Right, we are back in January. We're currently sat 4th in the league. Chelsea are in a relegation battle, but also have Champions League. I don't know what they've won. What on God's green earth have they won? Carabao Cup. Okay, that makes sense. So they won the Carabao Cup, so they might get relegated. But they also might be in Europe, which is absolutely absurd. But anyway, we move. Go to transfers, have a little look. Right, so we have now signed, biggest signing of the window, or probably a save, is Victor Gyökeres. We signed him for 83 mil for one reason. If we press the drop down button, go to Rasmus Højlund, a deal which comes to 91 million, including add-ons. I was never saying no to that. Spurs could have him. Because we want to get out of debt. And that 91 mil is going to go a very long way, especially since we only paid 83 for Gyökeres. At most, we paid 83 for Gyökeres. I can't remember exactly what the deals of this was. I can't remember exactly how to find. I'll be through this, so have a little look and see exactly what they are. Let's go and find him real quick. So Victor Gyökeres, got to pay him after league goals and after 46 appearances. So it's going to be spread over a couple of seasons, which is also really good for our financial situation. Our finances are still about the same as what they were when we started, but we've still got 90 mil in the bank, which is really good. But we also signed Thiago Almada, which is another really, which is also another really, really incredible signing, only for 22 mil as well. And we've changed the tactic a tiny bit, so he fits the new system really well. If we go and have a look at transfers out, I'm pretty sure, I think we also saw Garnacho for 30 mil. Again, he's okay, but he's not the best. He's more of a winger, and he's not the best. He can play central cam, but he's not the best cam for the system that we want to play. So I'll take that money and I'll reinvest it. We recalled Casemiro, and Casemiro went to Saudi for 775k. See you later, good riddance here. Do not want you here. So this is what we've done. We've gone to 2 DM supports, a shadow striker, and a tranquil. I can't pronounce it. My pronunciation is terrible. I'm the most dyslexic word I can't say in the world. Lenny Euro's developing okay. He's not amazing, but he's a 6'4" centre back. He's on a lot of money. Not too happy about it, but just leave it here and all that. However, we did move some people on, so that does mean the wage budget is looking a bit better. It's just Rashford who's really high, so we need to get that sorted. We'll discuss, but he's not going to leave. Yeah, threaten, whatever. Don't really care. Still got 3 years. Really, really need to get rid of him. Not being knocked out the Champions League again by Spurs, but this time in the playoff rounds. We didn't have an amazing run. Got knocked out by Man City in the FA Cup, knocked out by Spurs in the Carabao Cup. Spurs are an arch nemesis in this save. They're probably going to win the league this season. I think they won it last year as well. If we go and check English Premier League divisions, no, they didn't. Villa won it last year. But it's going to be, oh yeah, look at that. That's funny, isn't it? Because obviously we're on an update database. 2 teams have won it in 23-24. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we are now going to move on. We'll carry on. We'll hopefully, I don't quite know what game we're going to show you. We'll probably end up coming back for the Liverpool game in the season. Makes the most sense. But we will catch you then. Here we go. We are back with United Liverpool at Old Trafford. Big game. We really need 3 points from this as well. We've had a pretty rough season so far. But starting off, hopefully positive. Back into, we haven't played Dorgo at St. this game, which is a little bit rough. But Guendouzi plays, oh, he didn't play Ocres. He's Reece Mascherano though. I think he's offside. No, he's well on. Nice. Do you know what? I've seen that signing a couple of times. I've seen that signing a couple of times on FM relatively recently. Damn! FM relatively recently. We'll take a little look at him. What's he like? Because he's now obviously quite old. Mate, at the age of 35, he still looks the same. It's an absolute wind up how good he is for his age. Oh, what ball from Dorgo? Oh, what ball from Mount? Go on, your Chris. Mate, honestly, what a signing.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Man. Oh, it's that man. Everything just goes through him. Dallo. Oh, what ball is Gyökeres? I'm telling you, mate, he's going to be the signing and a save, I think.
Nice.
A 3-1 up over Liverpool as well is huge. We take that. That's an incredible result. Gyökeres for a hat-trick, beating Liverpool 3-1. I'm not too sure who we've got. I'm pretty sure it's 1 game left of the season, maybe 2. I'll have a little double check. Bear me 1 second. So look, 2 games left. Arsenal, Sunderland. There's a chance we get Champions League. So back in a second to see if we get it. We did. We managed to get Champions League, which is an insane result. Only by 1 point. It is what it is. 142 mil in the red. It's going to be a recurring pattern, isn't it? Especially for a little while. We're still 556 mil in debt. I'm still trying to work out the best way of doing this. But we will get there eventually. It will happen. So, we can have a little look at some of the players' performances throughout the season now. And if we put any goals, Victor Gyökeres finished with 14 and 1 assist from 17 games. Really good return. Rashford, not great, but he didn't really start many games. I'm really hoping he leaves. Mason Mount, again, not amazing. Thiago Almada did 9 and 4 from 21, which is good because we really started in January and he's still settling into the team. You got Kobe Mano doing 5 and 3. Again, kind of hoping he leaves. He's good, but he's not. I don't know. The jury's still out on him. He might go. He might stay. I'm really unsure. Open Martin, I'd like him to go out on loan. I need him to go out on loan. He needs to go out on loan. He needs to have a really good season at maybe, well, funny enough, a Coventry, like Jokeres come from, or just a championship side in general. So in an ideal world, would be able to send him to. I haven't got the championship load in this, so I didn't bother. But yeah, just a good championship size where I'd like him to go. Other than that, it's not a huge amount to talk about. So we will just get into the transfer window and come back at the end. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.